Hey everybody, welcome to today's live. This is Matters of Money Monday, and I am working from home. I've been working all day. I went to bed late last night as usual. Whenever it's the beginning of the month, well, the end of the month, running into the beginning of the month, then I work a little harder. Today, I am going to show you how to monetize. You want to build wealth for your family. You don't know if you have a business yet or what you should be doing in your business. I just want to teach you really quickly because, I try to do it in like 15 minutes, 20 minutes or less. But, sometimes I run over. And I want to show you that the way to build generational wealth is really to be your own pimp. Okay. And I know it sounds harsh. I know it sounds crazy. But the bottom line is either you're going to work for a paycheck or you're going to work for your own bottom line, okay? So hi Mia, thanks for joining. Hi Renee, thanks for joining. Hi Tamara, thanks for joining. Hey Ty, my AKA sister, thanks for joining. And of course, you know how it works on these lives. I will have a gift tied to the live for the people who attend the live, okay? So I just want to give like one more minute for people to get in to the live. Hi, Denise. Congratulations, Glam Mom. Okay, so today we're talking about if you really want to build generational wealth, you have to pimp yourself. And I've got my files up. I hope you can see them. I tried to position my camera perfectly so you could. We are going to talk about how to build generational wealth. Okay, you have to have multiple streams of income. You will never build the kind of wealth you want to have for your children's children if you only have one way of earning money. Most people don't even think in terms of generational wealth. The mindset is, I want to be rich. I want to be rich. I want to have money. I want to be rich. People think that being rich means having a lot of money. No, more money, more problems. You have to be able to sustain yourself. You have to be able to have multiple streams of income. You have to be able to earn money while you go to sleep. So let me show you how to do that, okay? The first thing is we need to identify what your gift is, what your skills are, what your talents are, because your gifts will make room for you. And when you identify what your gifts are, then you can know what position and what way you need to take. Now, for me, my gift is writing. My gift is empowering people. My gift is inspiring people. My gift is ministry. My gift is writing books, blogs, my story, my experiential teachings. That's my gift. And that may be your gift as well, too. So the first thing is identify your gift. Now, the second thing is to monetize, okay? This is why I say you have to pimp yourself. And this is what I mean by pimp yourself. By pimp yourself, I mean take that gift, that skill, that talent, that thing you love to do, that thing you really like to do, that you thirst with, that you identify with in your spirit. I'm going to show you how to pimp it, okay? How to monetize it, how to make money from it. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, okay, so let's go to, okay, so for me, it's writing. So I want you to understand that your story, the things you've been through, your experience, your knowledge, whatever it is you've learned on your job, what you've learned on your side gig, in your business, what you've learned in relationships, what you've learned about money, what you've learned about parenting, all of those things can be monetized because that experience makes you an expert on the experience. And there are people out here who need to know what to do in those areas. They need to know what is going on in those areas. And in order for them to understand what is going on and what direction they should take, they usually seek out an expert and they usually pay for the information. They pay for the knowledge. So what you have to do is learn what your knowledge base is, what your gifts are, what you are an expert at delivering. And then you need to package that. You need to package and monetize that. And the first step and the easiest way, let me tell you, the quickest way to start is a blog, okay? So that's why I've been focusing on the blog lately. All right, so let me go to my blog. Okay, so this is my blog, okay, the Hustle Mama blog. And I do a lot of talking about spirituality and relationships and all the things that I've learned. And this is why I say, if you're gonna start out with a blog. And the reason why is because all you have to do is write about your experience. It's the easiest thing to do. It's very cost effective. You can start it for free. And see these things right here on the right-hand side? I don't know if you can see it right there. This is an ad. It says mobileagility.com right there. That is how you make money. That's where you monetize. You monetize through the advertisements. You see the advertisements right there on the side. Okay, so if you could start a blog today and you write 1 or 2 entries about what's dear to your heart, what's near to your heart, what you've learned in your life, in relationships, in finances, in your jobs, in college, whatever it is, you have to put it to paper. And once you figure out what that topic is going to be, you start blogging on it, you create that blog, you have these ads on the side, and of course you're not going to get ads right away, but you're going to put something here, and that's eventually how you're going to make money off of it. So this is why I say you have to pimp it, because when you pimp something, that means you use it as your cash cow. That means you remix it and you use it over and over and over and over again. That's what pimping it is. So you can actually take your content and remix your content. It's called repurposing. That's the good word for it, but it's nothing more than that. You know how in a job, once your boss realizes you're so good at something, all of a sudden they start giving you more work to do and more projects to do because they realize you're really good at something, and they want to just use you and use you and use you, and it's not necessarily what's in your job description or what you were hired to do. But once they've identified that, they just go for him. That's the way you have to go for yourself. So once you've identified what it is, you just got to go for broke, and you have just got to go all in. So this is how you repurpose and remonetize your content. Okay, so you start the blog, and we went over last week about setting up the blog and how to do all that jiggy stuff, right? So once you set up the blog, here's how you remix it. Let me show you how I pimp me. I'm just going to use me as an example. Okay, so these are all my magazines, right? And these are the issues of my magazines. In the issues of my magazines, I always feature an article, not just of what other people write, but what I write. And then I take that article and I also blog about it, okay? Or I take what I've blogged about it and I've written an article about it. So now you've got 2 audiences. I've got my blog audience and I've got the magazine audience. That's 2 pimps right there off the same content. Now watch this. Now, these are my book covers, right? I do books, regular books and ebooks. I do both, okay? So then I take the content that I've written about in the blog, which is a shorter version. Then I create the longer version, which is the magazine article. Then I create the longer version, which is the ebook. And then I create a longer version, which is the traditional book. Then I create another version, which is the podcast, when I'm going really in depth in it. And then I create the next version, which is the course, okay? So that is how you repurpose and remonetize content. Now let me show you. Okay, so let's just try this one, for example. This one is called Back and Forth, right? This article is called Back and Forth. Okay, so here's the article. You see how it is short. A blog is really short. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's like 3 paragraphs, right? So then I go into the magazine, and then let's just go to, let me see I don't remember which issue it was in. So let me just go into this issue. Okay, so then I go into the issue of the magazine, and as you can see, the content in the magazine, see, it went from 4 paragraphs to an entire page, right? Okay, so it's the same content. You don't have to work that hard. You just add a couple of words, you add some stuff to it to make it a little meatier, okay? And then you go into the book. Okay, so let me find the book where it is. I'm sure I can't find it, so I'll just go into this book. So this is an ebook, okay? And this ebook, which has, and then it goes into the chapters, so then it's more in depth, okay? But it's the same topic, the same article. So I just pimped it. That's 3 times, right? So that's 3 times the revenue, because you sell the ebook for a price. You are visually going to the magazine audience, which is a different audience. This readership right here is different than the blog readership. So that's 3 streams right then and there, okay? Let me show you how it works. So that's 3 streams off the same content. Now, from the blog, the magazine, and the articles, we go into the courses, okay? So the course is about the same subject matter, and then the courses earn money, okay? These are my courses. Then I go into the other magazine blog, which is the online version of the magazine, which has ads running in it and through it, and that is monetized. So it's the same content repurposed, and it's written differently, but it's the same topic and it's the same premise. So what happens is I pimped myself, I pimped my story, I pimped my gifts to get multiple streams of income by putting the same repurposed content into different streams, different media streams, different publishing streams to different audiences, okay? And then what happens is I have partnerships, like the magazine gets about 7,000 hits a day. So that means 7,000 people could potentially read the content. And then from the content, there's always going to be a link in the content of the magazine back to the blog, and a link, right, which is here. See the magazine links from the blog, and the blog links to the magazine, right? So they both link to each other. And then also a link for the book, the ebook, and a link to the course, and a link to the regular book. And that is how you make the multiple streams, okay? Now that doesn't go into all the other ways that you pimp it. I mean, I have a podcast, I go into the podcast, we talked about that. And then you have advertisers on the podcast, so that as long as you have content, content is key. Content rules everything. As long as you have something to say that's of value, that's worth something, that someone needs to hear, that someone needs to make their lives better, then you can really open the door to making your gift your real mission in life, your real career, and it will make room for you. And then once you have the audience and your followers and your friends and your family sharing the information, then you can go into sponsorships and have partners and business owners who advertise, and the sky's the limit. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I hope it helps someone. I hope someone, got something from this. And you know me, I always like to give a gift. Okay, so if you want a detailed version of what I just spoke about on this webinar, this quick live, if you want a detailed version with like links to resources and links to some of my hacks where you can get stuff, and yes, it's free. I give a lot of stuff away for free. So if you want that, just put your email in the comment section, and my assistant, Nellie, Janelle, she'll capture those emails for me, and she'll send the ebook out to you, which outlines everything, and it has all my hacks, and it has links, because the thing is, you want to make sure that you have backups. You want to make sure that your content is rich. You want to make sure that you're keeping up with market trends and what the topics and what a trending topic is, especially when it comes to social media and you start posting about your blog. So all those things are important. I hope you're having a really blessed day. Happy Monday to you. I love you guys. I hope you're enjoying the group. I'm going to try to be in there a little more this week. My schedule's kind of hectic, but we're going to do what we can. Have a blessed day, everybody. Love you.